We will begin mind-blowing vector, algebra, and calculus. Vector, algebra, and calculus. What is a vector and what is algebra on vector or algebra altogether? And then what is calculus? Amazing, mind-blowing. Why vector? Now, question that comes to everyone's mind is why vector? Is the vector is really required? Why? Question that comes is why vector? Why we need vector? Okay, if I talk in hierarchy in mathematics, mathematics has a hierarchy, right? So mathematics begins from a numerical science. Mathematics begins from numerical science. if i have if I have 5 items and I get 2 more items, then I have 7 items. So whatever is in comes number comes as number comes as numeric. Numeric is also called finalization. Numeric is the reality. If I have 5 items and I get 2 items, I have 7 items. Okay. Now, what about I have X item? I have X item and then I get 2 items. Now I have X plus 2 items. Please reveal what is X. I won't reveal. I have 5 items and I am getting 2 items. I'm saying I'm talking with someone. Okay. So I have 5 items and I'm getting 2 items from someone. Then I get 7 items. At the end, I have 7 items. Okay, now I am talking to another person. I have X number of items. I am getting 2 items from someone. I have X plus 2. Okay, now he is keeping quiet. Why he is keeping quiet? He is keeping quiet in a sense he interested in knowing how much you are how much you are getting from other side. He is not interested how much you are carrying. One person is interested in how much you are carrying. I have 5 items and I get 2 items, I have 7 items. Now I am talking to another person and I am saying I have X item, I am getting 2 items. Now I have X plus 2 items. Okay, now he is not interested in how much you have. In that sense, I just say X. This is algebra. What is X? Depends. What is X? That depends. It is changeable. X I can keep anything. X plus 2. It becomes X plus 2. So wherever things become variable, non-numeric, which would change time to time. Okay, if you eat, if you eat this much, you will put on weight 2 kg. Then if you have, this means that if you have X kg, anyone who eats, now I am selling one, I am selling dates. I am selling dates. If you eat this date, 2 kilogram, if you eat 2 kilogram of dates, you will put on half kg. Okay, not required that how much you are. If you are 40 kg, you will become 40 and half. If you are 80 kg, you will become 80 and half. Okay, then what is your weight? Anything, X. Your weight is X. Okay, X is variable person to person. One person X value is 40. One person X value is 80. Okay, so whatever your weight is, now weight will become 0.5 kg, 500 gram more if you eat 2 kg of dates. If that is the scenario, then it can be described as the weight of a person becomes X plus 0.5. Now X is changeable person to person, doesn't matter. Whatever your, if I have one medicine, whatever your weight is, you would lose 10%. Whatever your weight is, you would lose 10%. That's it. The advertisement is you will lose 10%. Just keep eating one tablet If you keep eating one tablet for 1 week time, after 1 week you would lose 10% prior to you begin eating the medicine. Okay, if that is the scenario, then this is comes come as variable. Now, whatever your weight is, how much I am, I am, I am 60 kg. How much? I don't care. If you are X kg, you will become 90% of X kg. Here, algebra comes. Okay, so numerical science is also called finalization, means actual result will be in numerical science. But if things are variable, it will come to algebra. So numerical science, on top of it, algebra sits. Now algebra has different form. If I algebra may work in different coordinate system. If in algebra, if I have algebra and algebra, if I say if I eat medicine, then first day I would become kind of 99%. I would lose kind of point. I would lose 1%. Every day I would lose 1% if I eat medicine. This means that whatever my weight is, the new weight will be 0.99% at that moment. At that moment, if my weight is 100 kg, I know I'm not 100 kg. If my weight is 100 kg, if I eat a medicine, I would become 99 kg. If next day, whenever, if I take medicine, I would become 99 into 99%. Means 1% of whatever the weight is, I would lose. If that is the scenario, then there is independent component and there is dependent component. It is algebra, but there is independent component, there is dependent component. What is independent component? Your weight is independent component. At that moment, it is independent component. What is dependent component? Dependent component is the new weight. New weight is dependent upon the current weight because it is reducing by 1%. Whatever your weight is, so net kg that will get reduced from the body is dependent upon the current weight. So current weight is independent component and how much is reduced is dependent component, that is 1% or 0.01 into x. This is more in algebra. Okay, here we are entering into calculus world, where calculus world tweak the algebra, it find the rate of change or net addition. Addition reverse is rate of change. Rate of change reverse is addition. Or reverse of division is multiplication. Multiplication is nothing but addition only. Division is nothing but repeated subtraction only. So now the scenario is that if we talk about kind of algebra where independent and dependent, more refined we are making, right? Can you see this? We are refining things where we are going in deep. So now we have, anyone would say, "Oh, my weight is 60 kg. So if I eat one medicine, one tablet, what will be my weight? You would lose 60 kg means 600 gram. You would lose 1% you will lose. Your weight will be 59.4 kg if you eat one tablet. He is happy. But when he is selling the item in the market, one person is coming, he is saying my weight is 60 kg, what will be new weight? One person is coming, my weight is 70 kg, if I eat one medicine, what will be my new weight? Now everyone he is replying, now he is tired. The person who is selling the medicine, he is tired. One person, every person is saying my weight is 74 kg, my weight is 54 kg, my weight is 64 kg. How much it will be if I take one medicine, one capsule or one tablet? Now he put on, on a board there. Okay, with one tablet you will lose 10%. 10%. Now if someone is saying I am 80 kg and how much I would lose if I take a tablet? Here the board is 10%. Your weight is X. Down the line it is written. If your weight is X, then new weight will be X into 99 by 100. Or you will lose 1% X by 100. This much you will lose. Okay, this is if you, okay, I don't know how much it is. This is a calculator and replace X with your weight. Okay, now he is putting in a calculator x by 100. My weight is 89 kg, 89 by 100. Oh, this much I will lose. Okay, thank you very much. So this is algebra. When numerical signs become too much, too many, okay, then we go both with changeable variable. That is algebra. Now more refined into algebra, that becomes algebraic calculus or calculus algebra, whatever it is, where we have independent component and dependent component. If I draw a graph that how the weight lose would be, the net weight that someone would lose, that x-axis will be x-axis, and there is y-axis. X-axis is the current weight at any moment. What is the current weight? And height is what is the mass he would lose. So if as x is growing, the net mass someone would lose is more. So that if this is x-axis, then if this is x, if this is x-axis, then graph will be, I believe, it would be something like this. If someone can draw it, it will be like this. Okay, so if person is here, if person is 40 kg, I'm not saying like that. Okay, person is 60 kg, then he would lose this much. Up. Okay, this is x-axis, that is the current weight of a person, and this is y-axis. Now, if weight of a person is 60 kg, then he is losing 60 gram, 600 gram. If weight is 120 kg, he is losing double of it. Okay, so this proves that loss is nothing but zero point 0.1 into x. Y equal to zero point 0.1 into x. Dy by dx is zero point 0.1, constant. If dy by dx is constant, means this line will be straight line. So this is algebraic calculus algebra. Means now we have independent component and dependent component. Now there is a competitor came into the picture. Competitor, one person is selling. Now one person is selling, he is answering everyone. What is your weight? My weight is 120 kg. With one medicine, you would lose one medicine, you will lose 1 kg, 200 gram. Another person came. Now he is very smart and he put a board that you would lose 1% if 1%. If your weight is X, after taking one tablet, you would become zero point 0.1, 0.01. I'm sorry. Zero point 0.1 means 10%. 0.01. You will lose 0.01x. 0.01x. Now anyone will, if I'm 100 kg, I will lose 1 kg in one tablet. Okay, now there is one more guy came into the picture. Now he is saying that means the people lose is zero point 0.1. dy by dx is zero point 0.1. Means more we are going into the kind of finer detail. If that is the case, why his prospect is more? Now he is saying, that the kind of the rate of loss is 2x. If your weight is x, then rate of loss is 2x. Rate of loss is 2x. This guy is saying rate of loss is 0.01. He is saying rate of loss is 2x. 2x. 2x into 0.01. Hope. He is saying that you will lose 0.01 if your weight is x. The loss what you will get is 0.01 into x. Another guy came into the picture and he's saying the change in loss is 2x into zero point 0.01, something like that, or 2x. The rate of change in the loss is 2x or something like that. So he is trying to say if your weight is high, then effect of medicine will be higher. If your weight is less, then effect of medicine will be less. What is the effect? That is x square. Okay, the effect is x square. I mean, something like that. So if his weight is 100 kg, if his weight is 100 kg, then how much he would lose? 2x. 2x means the kind of the loss factor is, I believe it is x square or something like that. Then differentiation of dy by dx is 2x. It is not constant. The change in the weight is variable on the x. If this is x, if this is the x, then change in weight that is seen earlier, the change in the weight that was seen was a straight line. Okay, if your weight is 60, you will lose 600 grams. Your weight is 100, you will lose 1 kg. If your weight is 120 kg, you would lose 1 kg 20 gram. So this is the line. The slope of this line is 0.1, 0.01. Okay, because dy by dx, if fx equal to 0.01x, then dy by dx is 0.01. Then equation of this line is y equal to 0.01x. Okay, but the second guy, first guy is selling in numerical way, second guy is selling in a kind of writing. If it is x, then with one tablet the weight reduction will be 0.01x. Third guy is putting this graph. Third guy is putting this graph. The reduction in the weight, if your weight is like this, then reduction in the weight is like this. Means weight is more or weight is lost. It is a straight line. Dy by dx is a straight line. Now, he put one more graph. This is medicine number 1. This is medicine number 2. Medicine number 1, anyway, you are getting from these guys also. There is a medicine number 2. Okay, what is that medicine number 2? If your weight is growing, if your weight is 200 kg, then you will lose more with one tablet. If your weight is less, you will lose less. If your weight is 60 kg, you will lose less. But if your weight is 300 kg, you will lose this much. What is the equation of loss? Someone would lose, that is 0.01 into x square. That much you will lose. So weight is 100, weight is 100, okay, then x square someone would lose. Okay, I mean, what is x square of 100? 100, then it will be 10,000. This is what I believe. So loss will be 10,000. So 10,000, the loss will be 10,000. Now 10,000 into some factor he will put. Okay, so 10,000 will be 10,000 multiplied by 0, 1. Consider multiplied by 0, divided by 1,000. Divided by 1,000. So divided by bigger, what factor I would say? Okay, x square divided by x square divided by 1 divided by 10,000. 10,000 means 0.0001%. Okay, now you will lose x square multiplied by 0.00001. Then if weight is 100, then 100 square is 10,000 by 0.0001 will be 1 kg. With one tablet, you will lose 1 kg. Okay, someone weight is 50 kg. 50 kg. Then 50 into 50 will be 2,500. 2,500 divided by 1,000 means he will lose 250 grams. Makes sense, right? So if person weight is 50 kg, 50 into 50, 2,500. 2,500 kg is x square divided by 10,000 divided by 10,000, that is fixed. Then he will lose to a 250 grams. So person is 50 kg, in one tablet he will lose 250 grams. If person is 100 kg, one tablet he would lose 1 kg. If person is 200 kg, he will lose 4 kg in one tablet. Now he drew a graph. He is very smart. Okay, so this is the loss graph. Okay, what is this? Your loss graph is. This is my loss graph. Okay, what is your loss graph is? So, okay, so in the previous example, I would rephrase it. Now, person is saying this is the loss graph. Loss graph means that person is X, then he would lose this much. So if X is more, he would lose more. dy by dx is a constant line. dy by dx is a constant line when the loss is 0.01x. Now here, person would lose this much. Person would lose this much. If your weight is 50 kg, you would lose this much. Your weight is 400 kg, you will lose this much with the weight. What is dy by dx? In that case, dy by dx is a curved line. This is dy by dx. Okay, the change a person would see, a change that person would see is variable with the weight. This is dy by dx that a person would see. Okay, in the previous case when the loss was 0.01x, the dy by dx is like this, constant. Any weight you are, you would lose the 1% of your weight. So rate of change in loss with respect to weight is constant. But here it is variable. Rate of loss is variable. Loss, one is loss. So this is the loss, x square. This is the loss. Loss is more when weight is more. Okay? Hope. D loss by D weight. For the weight, every weight, what is the D loss by D weight? Then that is a curved line. If it is loss is 0.01x, then D loss by dx is a flat line. Okay, you won't lose anything. You won't lose anything, then it is zero. Okay, that is also zero. That both graphs are zero. Anyway, so this is called calculus algebra. From numerical science to algebra, algebra to calculus algebra. Calculus algebra talks about dependent component, independent component. Certainly, the third guy is selling more. Now everyone is seeing its graph. See, so nice it is, right? Means rate of change in the loss is not a straight line. Means more weight I am, the loss will be more. That graph is the graph of the loss versus the weight is also non-linear. People understand or not, but dy by dx, if someone places that change, the rate of change, the change that I will see in my weight, change that I see in my weight, that change is more when weight is more. If I keep reducing the weight, change will be less. It's not that my weight is reduced, all of a sudden I lose that much, constant amount. So that is not there. Okay, so what about this graph? If this is the weight of the person, you will lose constant amount. Okay, whatever your weight is, if you take one tablet, you lose 1 kg. This is constant amount. What is dy by dx? 0. Okay, that also he has put. The third guy has put 3 dy by dx. 1 dy by dx is 0. Means irrespective of your weight, you will lose, irrespective of your weight, you will lose 1 kg. Irrespective of your weight, you will lose 1 kg. dy by dx is 0. One is with the weight, the variation in the loss, what you see, is dependent upon the weight, but it is linear. So the loss is the rate of loss depend upon the weight is constant. Rate of loss is constant, not the loss. Loss is like this. If your weight is higher, loss is higher. Weight is less, loss is less. In first case, whatever your weight is, loss is constant. Here loss is variable, but d loss by d weight is changing. This is third guy he is placing this calculus. And with third medicine, d loss by d weight is variable. Okay, so this is calculus algebra. Okay, what about vector here? Calculus algebra can work in, then someone say what it is? It is x and y. One x-axis is x and other the loss axis or rate of change in the loss, that is y. One is x, one is y. Are you talking about Cartesian coordinates? Yes, I am talking about Cartesian coordinates. There can be other coordinate system also. That is polar coordinate system and this coordinate system, that coordinate. I mean, all are very precious. cylindrical coordinate system, spherical coordinate system, alpha coordinate system, beta coordinate. There can be many coordinate systems. What is prerequisite of coordinate system is each axis should be orthogonal to other. X axis is orthogonal to y axis. If I talk about the polar coordinate system, then if this is the polar coordinate system means you have radius, this is a radius, and you have angle and radius are two. How they are perpendicular to each other in a sense, for change in the angle is represented by the arc. This is the arc, means this arc, if I convert it to center, this is the angle. Okay, so angular distance is the arc distance, where this is the radial distance. This radius and this arc are perpendicular to each other. So any coordinate system, things are perpendicular to each other, then coordinate system. So algebra, the calculus which talk about which works on algebra, it works in independent component and dependent component. Okay, weight is independent component and loss is dependent, because many times loss is dependent upon weight. More weight, more loss. So loss is dependent component and weight is independent component. That is, dependent and independent component can happen in different coordinate system. So it can happen in polar coordinate system, then theta and r. If it happens in cylindrical coordinate system, then theta, r and z. If it happens in a spherical coordinate system, then it is theta, r and phi. Okay, new term come into the picture. So we have one layer as a numeric, other layer as algebra. Okay, then other layer I can say coordinate system. On coordinate system, calculus works. So calculus works by default on Cartesian coordinate algebra, x, y, z. Or you can say algebra has many forms. Okay, polar and spherical. So if this is calculus, calculus works on algebra. Algebra can have direction. And algebra can have different coordinate system. That is true. It can be represented in different coordinates. But algebra can have direction. So if algebra has different coordinate system, if this is numeric, this is algebra. Algebra is polymorphic. It can be Cartesian, it can be spherical, it can be anything. Then calculus directly works on any coordinate system, because all coordinate systems talk about the orthogonal. But from algebra, there is a new direction goes in called vector, where calculus does not know anything about vector. Calculus works on algebra. Calculus is a game of algebra. If you are very powerful in algebra, then calculus is your game. But this algebra can be in direction that is called vector. So vector can be a linear vector or constant static vector, or vector can be a vector field. Okay, what is vector? So vector is a energy vector. Probably this definition you will not get anywhere else. Vector means energy. Vector means energy which has a strength, which has power. A person is running. Okay, a person is running, and one person is keeping a watch. Okay, a person is running. A person is running. A person is running. Another person is keeping watch. At the end of 1 hour, person ran 10 kilometers. At the end of 1 hour, person ran 10 kilometers from the beginning, from he had started. At the end of 2 hours, person ran 20 kilometers from beginning from he had started. At the end of x hour, person ran 10x kilometers from where he had started. Okay, what is the distance he is covering as per the variable of x, that is the time, 10x. That is algebra, and that is calculus that would operate on it. Fx means how much distance he is traveling, where x is the time, 10x. At the end of x time, now someone is asking what is the distance he traveled at 5 hours, 50 kilometers. How much distance he traveled at the end of 6 hours, 60 kilometers. How much distance he traveled at the end of 6.5 hours? 10x. This is algebra and numeric. 10x. What do you mean by 10x? Whatever you keep on asking, that amount please replace with the x. X, there you replace whatever you are asking. Okay, now you can go. 10x, 10x. So that is the, then someone would draw a graph. Okay, this is our graph. Then this is distance graph. At 0 time, distance is 0. 1 hour, 10 kilometers. 2 hour, 20 kilometers. 3 hour, 30 kilometers. Okay, if that is the graph, now what is the velocity? dy by dx. 10. Means 10 kilometers per hour he is running. That is the velocity. 10. 10 is parallel to the x-axis, where x-axis is hour and y-axis is d distance by d hour. Change in distance per hour. 10. Something is missing, right? What is missing? Okay, two-person are running. Two-person are running. Okay, one is running at 10 kilometers per hour, one is running at 15 kilometers per hour. Now he is describing two-person running. Now anyone would ask, can you tell me in which direction they are running? Or if one person is also running, then someone would ask, okay, the person is running, right? Okay, where from he started his run? At point A. There is a point A on the ground where from where he started the run. Now he is running at 10 kilometers per hour in which direction? Now we have two things. One is the power of run. He is running, I know. What is the power of run? 10 kilometers per hour. What is the direction of run? In which direction he is running? Here vector is coming. Algebra with direction, numerical science with direction. There, vector comes into the picture. I believe we'll talk more about it, that what is the calculus that we can apply in vector science, what is algebraic vector, vector field, and we will have many interesting things when direction comes into the picture. That is, the topic is vector, algebra, and calculus. Amazing, right? So now we have algebra, we have rate of change that we calculate through differentiation. And what is the direction of rate of change? What is the direction of the algebra? Algebra is there. What is the direction of the algebra? I know rate of change in the algebra. What is the direction of the rate of change? This is kind of a complete science. When vector comes into the picture, now we are talking about complete science, because we have otherwise algebra without vector is only magnitude, power, no direction. When direction comes into the picture, then it not only solves things in better way, it solves many things which is not possible only in algebra and calculus. So that we will see. Please do support us. +91 is the India country code. 9483160610 is the telephone number. 9483160610 is the telephone number. +91 is the India country code.